Morning, welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year. Here we are in Thornley with Wheatley. There's some snow on the hills, it would appear. But no ice on the road, so let's get some miles. Beautiful even in the depths of winter around here, if a little flooded in places. So over there you've got Jeffrey Hill, Longridge Fell, last week's training route. I think it's a bit cold today, so I expect there's some ice up there. I want to avoid the ice. So I'm going to stay fairly low level today, try and get 50 miles in. So winter clothing. This Galibier jacket is fantastic when it gets really cold. 3 huge pockets at the back. Get a kitchen sink in there. I had an extra layer, but at the minute it's this white Under Armour cold gear base layer. There was a gilet, but got too warm, so the gilet got stripped off. So now just 2 layers. Good pair of gloves. Oh, just coming through chipping. Nice Christmas tree. Morning. Oh, the cobbled corner could be open, but it's too early in my ride. In fact, I may not have time full stop today. The lovely people of Oxford are coming to Deepdale this afternoon, so quite looking forward to going and sending them packing back down south. Come on you whites. So work our way into the fells for some nice views. That's 15 miles, about 700 feet, so not exactly a flat ride, but there's not too much flat to the east of my house. If I want flat, I go to the Fylde coast. My Fred training started a few rides ago. I did 2 hills and then 3 hills. Last week I did 4 hills, and my long outside rides will continue to build up. 5 rides, 5 hills, 6 hills, 7 hills, and so on. In between that, I've been on Zwift. I know some of you ride on Zwift. I've done the volcano climb a couple of times this week. It's amazing, Zwift. It feels like an actual ride in my head. In my head it's 10 minutes warm up as you ride out to the base of the volcano. The climb itself comes in 2 stages, bit of a break in between, and then back down to the start. Doesn't feel like you're batting away in your spare room. I love it. I did on Thursday a VO2 max session. I'll stick that on the screen so you can have a look. My FTP is 213, which meant that my VO2 max intervals were 280 watts. So 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 50 seconds in a minute, with ever decreasing rest breaks in between. I felt that. I had a day off yesterday. Let's just admire the view for a minute. That'd be Parlick. My mates go running up there by themselves. Scares the hell out of me. Just a bit too remote for me, that one. But Andy and Greg, if you're watching, total respect to you boys. Over there's Beacon Fell, and the road for the next 2 miles or so is absolutely awful. So yes, there's great big puddles. Those puddles hide huge potholes, so I think for a few miles I'm going to put this camera away and take it really quite steady. See you in a bit. I can still feel that session in my legs. That was Thursday, today's Saturday, but today's just a steady ride. I said flat. So far I've done 900 feet, so not totally flat, but you know what I mean, not getting giddy. I did say I wasn't going to go up high, but curiosity's got the better of me, so from one of the roads up to Beacon Fell. So far not icy. Same view, higher vantage point this time. There is some ice. You have to be careful. I found a couple of patches where it's been in the shade all day yesterday. So I'll get off this road fairly sharpish, take no risks, and get back down below where I saw no ice so far. Nice view though. We're coming towards Rig Lane, which is the easiest way up Beacon Fell. If you're not familiar with Beacon Fell, a little circuit around the top and 4 different ways up. Oh, so look, a bit ropey looking. And if you ride around it, you get full 360 views of Bowland, Lancashire, out towards the Fylde coast. It's really quite nice. I'll show you. So left to Longridge and Chipping, right to Garstang and Preston. Over that way, that's Longridge Fell and Jeffrey Hill, which goes all the way down into Longridge. Behind that you can't see it, but there's some hills on there. You can see Darwin Tower. Darwin Tower is just there. That's a sheep. Padding around all the fells with the clouds in the distance. That's off towards East Lancashire, and we're now looking out towards the Fylde coast. And my bike. This is formerly my best bike, a Ribble R872. Filthy looking, but on there we've got a 1130 and a 5034 at the front. Best thing about this group set, I love these hoods. These hoods just fit my hand perfectly. My other bike, the bike that I'll do the thread on, that's got a SRAM Rival Axis group set, and on the back it's got a 10 to 36 cassette, on the front 40, 46, 33. So some immense gears on that one. Hopefully it means that if I do my training on this one, when it comes to doing the thread on the other one, I've got loads and loads of gears to be spare, which is what I want. So before we get too cold, admire the view. I'm currently in the process of downgrading, so it was all ultegra originally, but I've got a 105 chain and cassette on there now, and that derailleur is not releasing down the block like it should. So I've got a new 105 derailleur on order. Already got some new cables in there. I'm hoping the new derailleur is going to improve that. It goes up the block really well, but doesn't come down the block. You can sometimes hit the lever 2 or 3 times and it stays where it is, go over a pothole, and then it jumps down the block, which is not ideal. So that's on order. I know the idea is to upgrade as you go along, but I'm quite happy to put 105 on there for my winter bike. I say winter bike, I still love riding it, and I've tried commuting on mountain bikes and a gravel bike and it just didn't stick, but if I commute on that it sticks because I enjoy riding it. So there's a tip for any budding commuters: ride a bike that you actually enjoy riding. It will make a difference. So it's not the ideal commuter bike, but it is the one I use and I enjoy using. We're off Beaconfell. Very gravelly, very cold, a bit icy up there, so I'm quite pleased to have that one behind me. So we're now going down Barnes Lane. Feels really cold now actually. I've stopped for a protein bar and got cold. So I'll hit the cranks, get warm again, get down here, turn right, head back down towards Garstang. It could be psychological, but it feels colder now than at the start of my ride. Or it could be because I'm going downhill. So there's old Nels and the canal. That must mean that we're now on the flat side of the A6. Well, there's no risk of ice out this way, but there is a risk of flooding. So I'm not going down that one, that's Sowerby Road. Hello Karen. The end of there, I'm pretty sure is going to be underwater, so we'll try and skirt around it this way and drop into Inskip the back way. Well, Ronnie Biggs, I do hope you got out today, pal. I also hope that City start doing the business for you again soon. Mr. Scouser on a bike. I can't use your actual name, it's too sweary. Best wishes. Hope you're fully recovered. Smashing the miles. And to everyone who gave me suggestions for the thread, Wally Nab is on my list, as is the Nicker Pendle. All of those, they're coming your way soon. As always, thank you for watching and commenting. Fantastic to read your comments, always gives me a chuckle, usually. Which way, left or right? We'll extend this ride. What have we got? 11 o'clock. Got 30 miles. We'll see how filthy it is in Roseacre. Well, there's no flood there, that was good. The masts of Inskip. Let's work our way over that way from here. That's Inskip done, Elswick done. We'll ride into the sun now for a bit, that's lovely. Towards Rosica, and then Trails, Wood Plumpton, and then home. And then PNE. Come on PNE. I'm working hard here. It's a flat exposed road into a block headwind. Wasn't meant to be a strong wind, but it feels like it. Walls, like Walls ice cream. No more of those. No more mince pies. No more Baileys. I have got a litre bottle of Baileys, unopened. We're overstocked. These are the magic miles. I've done the climbing, done the headwind. Now it's just turn the cranks. Not really aware of the effort because I'm downwind. And work my way back to Preston. Old school. I read a comment the other day, made me laugh. I think it might have been Ronnie. Your race blades, one's in a bin and one's in a farmer's field. I know what you mean. They make an irritating racket, and sometimes there's not enough clearance. If you try and go around a corner, you'll catch your front wheel, put your toe on it, and it'll bend it out of shape. I feel your frustration. The Hand and Dagger, I believe a Cheney, starts there on a Saturday morning. I'm currently trying to time my gear changes with potholes because that rear derailleur is not for moving unless I'm going over a pothole, which cajoles it into moving the chain. Hopefully in the very near future I'll get that fitted. It's on order. I could just spray the thing with GT85 and see how we get on. Any ideas for a slightly jamming derailleur? It's been there 7 years. Can't really complain. That's Wood Plumpton done. Coming back towards Broughton now, up Newsom Hall Lane. I think I'm going to move that VO2 max session earlier in the week, Monday or Tuesday, because Thursday is just too close to Saturday. I can feel it in my legs still, and it's a hard session. But I value it because on the thread you're going to need those short, sharp efforts. But I don't want it to be interfering with my Saturday long bike ride. Which this week is not that long, it's going to be about 47 miles, over 3 hours. And it's that time of year where you don't want to be outside for too long. Well, that's me almost done. It's going to be not quite 50, almost 2,000 feet, but I can't really complain on a day when it looked like I might not ride at all, so definitely take that. Once again, thanks for watching. Thanks for your comments. If you haven't subscribed yet, you know what to do. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.